Hello, and welcome to our new series, starting with all this new content. Can you believe it? It finally dropped, and oh yeah, so we're going to be calling the series Building a Trade Empire in this first episode, but yeah, we have to talk about the update. Yes. Oh, this is one of those moments where you can turn around and say, Dorothy, you're not in Kansas anymore because so much has changed. So, since a lot of people don't read the patch notes, I want to at least get this part in here. Now, our normal trade ship is Antonio. Has he really changed? No, but the simple fact is we don't get to build the ferry. We have to unlock that technology now. So for all of you people that are used to trading at the very beginning, a product for other stuff, we don't get that anymore. You're going to have to unlock that to be able to do that. So let's just go into this because a lot of things have changed. Buildings that we used to have at the very beginning, we don't have anymore. So let's talk about Meow. Unlock bamboo in the paper mill. That's going to be interesting. Private school. Ooh, that's going to be okay. Dense farm, dense orchard, and dense forest farm. So I don't know if those are going to be brand new buildings or upgrades. So that is going to be nice, because just imagine how much food we're going to be able to produce off this stuff. Oh, and food for thought, everybody's play style is going to have to change. I mean, for all those people that are relying on their farms to keep them alive, you better get used to fish ponds and your animals feeding you, because I have a feeling in this trade system we're all going to be building a bunch of and making different crops. So that's something to think about. And I have a feeling the theater is just, whatever. I mean, that might be a new building. Don't know. Unlock cooking skill and Grand Palace. Ooh, tasty. Now, unlock the hardwood nursery and the hardwood tools. Ooh, that sounds... Are they going to be better than steel tools? Now, that's going to be interesting. A barber shop? Ooh, that's going to be a new building. I'm really like this fast hunting thing. I mean, this, Lorenzo, he's like upping the ante for all of us here. Ancient smeltery. Ooh, hardwood pasture. Small fishing port. Yeah. Why do I have a feeling the hardwood pastures, they're going to be kicking out some animals for us. So they're pretty much telling us with some of these things that, you better change your play style or the trade system is going to really throw you for a loop. And then unlock bank. So that's a whole new building. Hardwood furniture. Got a feeling we're going to need that for some upgrades. Unlock the powerful physique and great castle. Ooh, great castle. Yeah, I'm not even going to go into that. So, Rania, what is she? Unlock dates. That's going to be interesting. Unlock the mosque and Persian tapestries. Ooh, good. Ooh, custom tailor. Dyeing mill. Gem mine. Ooh. I think these are going to be some interesting things. Unlock the exquisite swords. Ooh, so we're going to have something else to trade with. Awesome. And then unlock better trade and Sancor Mandrash. Okay. Don't know what those are, but okie doke. Cactus and Cactus Workshop. And then agave clothes. Ooh. And then whatever they're doing this rope thing. No clue. Unlock the water nursery. That's going to be interesting. An obsidian mine? That's okay. And an outdoor kitchen? Some of this stuff is... Why do I have a feeling they're upgrades for the caravans to improve them? The outdoor kitchen is the one thing that, to me, sounds like an upgrade. So, unlock seed trade. Ooh, just imagine not having to order seeds. Get them right off the boat. Chichen Itza, I have no clue. So, Carlos, you're doing the Great Temple and Mineral Rich. Ooh. Now, I don't know which building it was for the... Is it the She one? No. One of them is supposed to give us it's going to replace the graveyard. So that's going to be interesting. But I wanted to at least go through this. Or is it the Sancor Madrash? Maybe that's it. That's possible. Don't know. But I wanted to at least go through this list because there's a lot of people that don't read the patch notes. So, those are the new things. Now, let's get into the game itself and let's go through what everybody's used to. Now, housing, if you notice, we have the house and the apartments. So, okay. And then here we have the standard fields, pasture, all that's pretty much the same. Gathering hut, hunter, all that stuff is pretty much the same. Tailor, chopping house, smithy, distillery. Yay. Ooh, but what about here? Notice there is no ferry. And we have the small trading post right off the bat. So that tells me, this is going to be our silver producer right off the bat. So that's going to be nice. Unfortunately, if you're not careful with this, it's going to blow out your supplies. So you better be careful. All these buildings, they haven't changed. And, we still have our tunnel. We still have the bridge, all that fun stuff. So that's no big deal. And who cares about this? This is what we want to care about. Now, this one right here, is the content for the Chinese New Year. So that's kind of cool. So I'm going to assume this is only going to be around for a short time. But we have the shelter. But if you notice, Great Temple and Castle are gone. So that is going to be huge. And then over here, that's all the same, and I don't care about the help menu. Now, looking over at livability. Livability is pretty much the same. No big deal, So life is good there. Education-wise, same old. But this tab is going to blow your mind. They have changed everything in the trade system, except for pretty much these technologies. And then we have the dock. But there's a lot. I mean, look at that. We have the dock we have to unlock. Now, this one, you have to remember, there's no barter with this dock. So if you don't have the silver and you're not generating silver, the dock's not going to do you any good. So just remember that. Now, this one is the ferry. This is where you can turn around and, it hasn't really changed. But the funny thing is the dock, that's the easy one to build. So they've turned around and made it a whole lot tougher to use your products to exchange for. So they really want us to get into trading with silver versus exchanging. So I think that's the reason why they made the change, is they really want to get us into the trade system. So, but at least they still made an option for people that really don't want to do it. You'll still have the option, but it's going to limit you with a lot of the buildings that you can't make. And then, of course, safe shipping, so reduces your loss. And then travel light, so it's going to reduce the number of people. So I've never sent out a caravan, so I don't know. So this is going to be interesting. And then the max number of caravans increases. So this tells me that we're going to be able to send out multiple caravans, and we're going to need this so we can improve our trading. So that's pretty self-explanatory. That's really no big deal. And then trade contracts, and so it's just going to increase us to probably the max number of caravans that we can send out and ships that we can send out. And then, I can see this overloader. You know how you're limited on what you can order from the merchant ship before? I should say yesterday when we could do an order form, we were limited to so many pounds. Well, this looks like this is going to be able to increase all that. And then the large trading post, so it's just going to hold more and more traders, so carry more money. So we'll be able to make a lot more money off this. And then high speed. So this is just going to change the turnaround time of the caravan. So that's cool. And now insurance. So to me, that's going to be kind of a pain because nobody's going to be the same. The RNG, I'm going to assume, is probably going to be different for everybody. So that's going to be kind of a headache, I see. And then now preparation. So I guess the vendors will be able to travel faster to get the caravan loaded. And then you can actually make money on your insurance. So that's okay. And then, of course, your faction increase, all that other fun stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it's cool. But the thing that I am more concerned about is, silver to me is like whatever. I'm just looking at how much do I have to trade to increase the faction, because I want some of those cool new buildings. So I think that's what it's going to boil down to. Now, mining, thank God they put the Dig River back in. Can you believe it? No more mod for that. So that is just too cool. Doesn't look like mining's really changed much. So other than that, so that is, I am so happy over that. And then construction. Yeah, construction doesn't look like it's really changed that much. So that's no big deal. Now, agriculture. I tell you what, folks, if you're not doing the fish pond, you're going to get behind the 8 ball real fast. I know a lot of people, you may disagree with me on that, but I can tell you what, this thing, especially when a flood comes through, you still have your fish going. It's no big deal. And throw in a reinforces puppy, and then you don't have to worry about sandstorms. You don't have to worry about tornadoes. I mean, come on. And you don't have to worry about animal plagues with this thing. This is like your go-to food. And, if we're going to talk about food, pigs are awesome. Turkeys are awesome. So, that's, I cannot stress more to you of, with what they're going to be demanding of us. And we're going to be having to produce so many different things out in the field. If we want to be successful in trading, heed my words. Animals and fish ponds, big time. Don't try to live off peas anymore. Then processing, it's going to be really interesting because now, with tapestries and all that other fun stuff, just imagine. We're gonna have so much tasty little new skills that we get to deal with that, doesn't really look like much of this have changed, but just imagine those other baskets because you carry a whole lot more. So now you're going to have bamboo that we're going to be able to grow in the ground. And then, so now we're going to be able to take our reeds and, go straight to paper. So life is going to be so much easier. And if you're not using small supply stations, you need to start, because I can tell you what, it changes the production and the efficiency of your map huge. I cannot tell you how much. Warehouses. And just since we're talking about content, the warehouses, covered warehouses are a joke. If you want to lose your products in the tornadoes and the sandstorms, since you can't reinforce these things, why bother? To me, I hate the skill now. It's just, to me, it's a waste of a point. But I tell you what, my go-to is right here, and my next one is the mountain storage. And for more tips, please stop using your timber for domestic fuel. You want to get coal as quick as you can. It's seeing, and I was just as guilty of it, but I've changed. I've learned so much, and just since my Easter Island playthrough, it's just like, oh my gosh, there are so many things I was doing wrong. And then once I went through the Easter Island playthrough, it's like, slap upside the head type experience. You basically, the only thing you want to use your timber for, really, if you really think about it, is just your tools. That's it. You want to get into luxury housing, because luxury housing doesn't cost you lumber. Everybody's throwing up houses as quickly as they can, but it totally decimates your lumber. And since you're using it as domestic fuel, majority of people are freezing during the wintertime. So, you want to really get into coal as quick as you can. And so I've given you pretty much what you should look for. I've given you some big tips on how to survive this thing. And trust me, this has already worked for me. It's proven. This is not theory. And if you get a turkey, especially at the beginning, or the geese, throw them in a 20 by 20 pasture, and just after it's full, throw one person on it. And don't waste anybody in there until the pasture's full. And then you may want to keep up a backup pen, some 7x7s. So if tornado rolls through or the sandstorm rolls through and wipes that animal pen out, you want to have just a small pen to restock it with, and then take those people out until the pasture's full again. So, you would not believe how much food that produces. So, and then all that extra animal dung, since you'll have the small trade post, sell it off until you can start making fertilizer. Or if you are running behind on your domestic fuel, if you're not using coal, turn it into domestic fuel. And that's one good way to control your inventory. So this is going to be a short video, and hopefully I've given you enough food for thought and what to do and how to get things started out. And I can tell you this, the way I play now, I start out with tents. I no longer mess around with the boarding schools or houses, because these still make babies and they're cheap to make, and it doesn't matter which mode you play in. you can get these things up fast enough and you don't have to worry about freezing deaths. So that is big. And the next skill that I'm, especially if I'm playing in regular mode, I'm going police station. And the only reason why I do police station is since I don't have any medical coverage, I can banish people. So the second somebody's sick, I can get rid of them. I don't have to worry about them running to the clinic, infecting the doctor, and both of them dying because we don't have the cure. So this is one of the skills you may want to really think about. And school expansion. It's a huge skill. I'll take school expansion before I do the research any day of the week, because if you look at the school expansion, school technology points output 100%. So it makes far more technology points than this. Can you believe it? Yeah. So food for thought. Everybody plays their own way. I've always said you do you, but I think you might want to listen. So anyway, this is short, sweet, and the next episode, we are going to start our new little trade empire. So hopefully everything I've told you you've liked, given you some insight. Hit like, please. Let new players know about it. And follow the channel if you want to see all this new content and see it quickly. I'm notorious for uploading 5, 6, 7 videos a day. So, yeah. But I appreciate your time for watching the video. I'm Larry. I'm going to tell you to have a great day or evening whenever you're watching this video. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're happy. And I'm going to say goodbye, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Bye.